Thank you, everybody, for coming to this afternoon's Northampton License Commission meeting, Wednesday, July 16th. This is a hybrid meeting, and present this afternoon, myself, Natasha Yakovlev, Commissioners Jennifer Ewer and Amy Cahillane. This meeting is being Zoom recorded, and we will move to public comment. And if you wish to speak to public comment, raise your Zoom hand, but we're going to start with the person in the audience.
Yes, we had to do it twice. Again, thank you, commissioners, for being here. I'm Garrick Perry, Ward 4, and I'm speaking on behalf of No Host Social. First, I want to thank you guys for your understanding and your patience from when I was here in April, and things have changed since then. Originally, we were planning on just doing private functions. My other capacities was, allow me to do that, but we are now looking forward to being open on a more consistent basis. Hopefully, if we can finish our licensing process, we will come back before you for an entertainment license to do DJs, karaoke, small things, nothing, no live bands or anything like that. But just wanted to update you that I have been in contact with Saj, who just returned from out of the country. And I know that there is a little confusion. There was someone else in the building who was renting the other space, who was put forward an application, and we've already talked to him, and we'll straighten that out. But from here on out, I will be the point person for this establishment. And so I just want to thank you for understanding as complications arise and changes happen, and you guys being so understanding for everyone here. Thank you.
Do we have anyone else?
Yes.
Excellent. Are you calling on them or unmuting them?
Just unmuted them.
Okay.
Is this me? Is this me? Hello?
For the person who wishes to speak, if you could just give us a minute, we're trying to work out some audio issues.
Total disrespect in the workplace. Good luck, Jam. Okay. The Office, Saturdays at 6 on USA.
Okay, we should be able to hear you now.
Can you hear me? Hello? Hello?
We can hear you.
Okay, hi. Hi, everyone. My name's Carla Racine. I'm the owner of Bishop's Lounge at 41 Strong Avenue. As of July 7th, I had settled some contractual stuff with the landlord I currently have, Vulcan Polital, and I couldn't move forward on any plan for moving my business until we reached an agreement with our lawyer on how to proceed, and we did that on the evening of Monday the 7th. On Tuesday the 8th, I contacted Annie Lesko, and I found out that you don't have a licensing meeting until September 17th, I believe. She stated that you take off the month of August, and I won't get into the details of anything, but I know I'm dealing with a very difficult situation in moving my business, and I'm not going to disclose in a public hearing as to why, because because of the nature of it, and the sensitivity of it. But I need to move my business to a new address, and I'm asking if there can be the consideration of helping my business get into its new location by having I think they call it an emergency meeting or something like that for the licensing commission in August, so that I may be able to potentially open my business in September instead of having to wait 2 more months to even get the process rolling. We contribute a great deal to the Northampton economy, and it's a huge loss for the music community to have this business be shuttered longer than it needs to be. And I know all the process I have to do to get. I've spoke at length with the building commissioner. I've spoken at length with the planning department, and the biggest hurdle is the wait for the no meeting in August that that the committee doesn't have. So that's why I'm here today.
Thank you. Great. So it looks like we don't have anyone else here for public comment. So we're going to move into our next item, which is the liquor license lottery. We have four establishments: Sub Rosa LLC, Iconica Social Club LLC, PGD Foodie Group Incorporated, DBA Great Wall Restaurant, and Labonte and Banas LLC, DBA Toasted. Before we get into the details of that, I just want to confirm with the commissioners that you guys had a chance to read everybody's letters of intent, and you're satisfied that folks have met the requirements?
Yes.
Yes. Excellent. So there are four balls in the lottery bin. Each ball is numbered 1, 2, 3, or 4. Ball number 1 is Sub Rosa. Ball number 2 is Iconica. Ball number 3 is Great Wall. And ball number 4 is Toasted. We're going in order as they're listed on the agenda. So we're ready. Ball number 4. So that would be Labonte and Banas LLC, DBA Toasted. Annie, will you be reaching out to them then for their next steps? Okay, great. So that concludes the lottery business.
Yes.
Okay, great. All right. Thank you. Congratulations, Toasted. Okay, so next up we have application for a new common victular license for Thai Northampton Incorporated, DBA Thai Garden at 2 Bridge Street. The proposed manager is John Kalni Sapapornamorn, and I've mispronounced that, I'm sorry. And do we have somebody here? You know, is this an administrative change because they came to us last month with their attorney?
Yes.
Okay.
Attorney Peter Irvine here for Thai Garden. Last month we were here on the liquor license transfer. Just a reminder about that. It's basically a family transfer from one generation to the next. So last month we were working on the liquor license, and right now we put in to get the common victualers license that will go along with the new ownership of the restaurant.
Excellent. Thank you. And it looks like all the paperwork is in order. We're not requiring anything else. I think we're ready for a motion.
I move to approve the application for a new common victualler license for Thai Northampton Incorporated, doing business as Thai Garden, as detailed on item 4 of our agenda.
I'll second.
Natasha,
Yes.
Jennifer,
Yes.
Yes.
All right, that one is all set. Thank you for coming, Attorney Irvine.
Thanks very much.
Next up, we have an application for a change of manager and change of officers, directors on an annual all alcohol club license. This is for the Northampton Lodge number 997 of the Benevolent and Protective Order of Elks at 17 Spring Street in Florence. The proposed manager is Wendy Mazza. And do we have someone here? Excellent.
Hi, this is Wendy.
Hi, Wendy. How are you?
Good, very good. I'm being the proposed manager of the liquor license because our current manager has resigned. So basically, we need to get our liquor license in order. And so I have stepped up to put my name on the liquor license.
Fantastic. Thank you for paying attention to those details. You've worked at the club for a while, I take it?
I've been there a long time, yes. Mhm.
Okay, great. Do any of the commissioners have questions for Wendy?
No questions.
Nope, I don't either.
Okay, then I think we're ready for a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve the application for a change of manager and change of officers and directors on an annual all alcohol club license for the Northampton Lodge number 997 of the Benevolent and Protective Order of Elks as detailed on agenda item 5.
Second.
Natasha,
Yes.
Jennifer,
Yes.
and Amy.
Yes.
Okay, great. Next up, we have the short-term liquor licenses for the Taste of Northampton. And is there someone here who's one of the organizers who could answer a couple of questions before we start to speak with the restaurants?
Don't see her. Also an iPhone.
Are any of the restaurants here involved in the organizing and able to answer a couple of questions before we speak to people individually? Raise your Zoom hand if so. No? Okay, we'll just start then and ask some extra questions. So first up, we have Leap In, Limp Out Incorporated, DBA Eastside Grill. This is for the Taste of Northampton in the Armory Street parking lot on Saturday, September 13th, 2025, 11 to 8, and Sunday, September 14th, 2025, 11 to 5, and this is a wine and malt license. Okay, we will move on to Azad Barat from Incorporated DBA India House Restaurant for the Taste of Northampton, Armory Street parking lot, Saturday, September 13th, 11 to 8, and Sunday, September 14th, 11 to 5. This is a wine and malt license. And we don't have someone from India House. Do we have someone from Jake's here? Do we have someone from Local Burger here? Do we have someone from Fitzwilly's? No?
Yes. Andrew Brower is his hand. I don't know why, but. They're also on the list, eyebrow. So,
Yeah.
Harrison Hepburn to speak.
Yes,
I'm
here's.
I'm here from Fitzwilly's.
Oh, okay, wonderful. Hi, you're going to just be in a little bit of the hot seat to be the first one to take these questions then.
Oh goodness, okay.
Have you been involved with any of the organizing of the event? If I ask some organizational questions of you, you might not be able to answer them, and that's fine.
I could answer some base level questions. I have been at least the single meeting we have had about the taste
Okay.
so far.
Okay, well, I'm just going to read out your agenda items since I hadn't gotten to you yet, and then we can make this official. This is agenda item number 10, application for a short-term liquor license for Grandamar Hospitality Incorporated, DBA Fitzwilly's, for the Taste of Northampton, Armory Street parking lot, September 13th, 11 to 8, and September 14th, 11 to 5. This is a wine and malt license. Okay, could you just let us know your name again for the record?
My name is Harrison Edwards.
Harrison. Okay, great. Thank you for being here.
Mhm.
So we have a whole bunch of restaurants to approve for the taste in order to serve wine and malt at their vendor booth in the Armory Street parking lot. Are you aware of any of the details around how, if the organizers have systems in mind of how will they be carting people at entry to the parking lot? Will there be a police officer present for the duration of the event? Any of that sort of knowledge?
My understanding on the checking of IDs was that the Downtown Business Association was going to be issuing wristbands. And so pretty much to get a drink from a vendor, you need a wristband. And they were going to be charging, I think, $5 or $10 and make it kind of sort of a fundraising thing. So that to be able to buy a drink at the taste, you had to have purchased a wristband.
Okay.
At least in terms of police presence, I'd been told that they were planning on either having for overnight security, because I think we're going to be leaving our food product and our booth set up since it is 2 days this year. But I hadn't heard any more about police presence on site in relation to the consumption of alcohol.
Okay, that is super helpful. So for the bands that the DNA will be providing and charging a small fee for, are they the responsible party for carding people? And then when customers come to your vendor booth, they will already have their band on, or will they be carded at that point and given a band by your staff?
We will not be issuing the wristbands ourselves. My understanding, at least, is that the Downtown Business Association will be.
Okay, that's great. I'm just trying to wrap my head around how it's going to look this year, because this is the first year that the vendors, with the 2-day event, that the vendors will be serving themselves. Past iterations of the taste in the big parking lot, there was a beer garden, so everything was completely separate. Okay.
Yes, my understanding is they had wanted to move away from that from that model. I know Fred, the current owner of Fitzwilly's, told me that's how they used to do it. And they would bid for kind of whoever would get the beer tent. But this year they wanted to leave it up to the individual restaurants and wineries and breweries, all of that.
Sure, that makes sense. Do the other commissioners have some questions for Harrison?
I have a question. Just once somebody goes with a wristband and gets a drink, are they then allowed to sort of free range roam within the parking lot? And it doesn't matter if they walk from like Fitzwilly's to East Side to wherever? Or is like Fitzwilly's going to be cordoned off and then East Side cordoned off?
It sounds like I'm not the best person to be answering the questions on the logistics of it. I'm not sure if any of the organizers are here, but my understanding is it's looking like there will be a defined boundary on where you are able to consume. At least I submitted the temporary food service establishment permit a few days ago. There's no section of my booth where I'm saying, okay, the drinks you purchase from Fitzwilly's have to be purchased or consumed within this square. I'm not entirely sure. It made it sound at the meetings the organizers had made it sound like kind of an open thing, but obviously there would be a defined boundary of, this is where you can't consume the alcohol purchased at the taste.
Okay, thank you.
It's my understanding that each restaurant is not individuals with drinks do not have to stay in a confined area for that restaurant, that they are allowed to roam the parking lot. The application that they applied for is for the Armory Street parking lot.
But Annie, could I ask a follow-up question? But will there be boundaries around the parking lot itself?
That I do not know.
Okay. So my concern is, was it the Taste 2 years ago where we had someone serving alcohol outside of like the contained beer garden?
I think they were serving, and it was supposed to be breweries only, and they weren't an approved brewery, and they were serving from their own booth. Is that what you're referring to?
Yes. Okay. Yes. And I just wanted to prevent that from happening again. So I just wanted to make sure boundaries would be established.
I think they were within the boundary of the street. It was more just they weren't permitted to serve because it was just the breweries under the DNA's license that were allowed to.
Okay, I understand.
Harrison, thank you for being in the hot seat and answering questions to the best of your
absolutely the best I can. That's about as much as I know about it.
Yeah, no, you're doing great. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Annie, a question. So there are answers that we're still going to need after this meeting. Yeah. So
touch with Peter.
Okay. Specifically how the overall boundaries of the Armory Street space are going to be contained, and just a little bit more specific detail around what their process is going to be and if there's going to be some sort of security during the event itself. And so if we can't reach Peter during the course of this meeting, would we be able to approve these licenses, assuming we do after we talk with everybody, contingent on getting more information from the event organizers?
I don't see why not. But then what happens if that information isn't satisfied?
Or we could decide what we want them to do and approve the applications contingent on the organizers doing what we need them to do to contain the space. I mean, in the past, like when we talked about how to do the agenda for these items, it just didn't occur to me that an organizer wouldn't be here automatically, but the organizer is not getting the license. So,
I think she had every intention of being here.
okay.
I don't know why she's.
Okay. Well, how about if you guys are in agreement, we'll just go through the applications and can we make a motion at the end to approve each one that we discussed?
They're a separate agenda.
Yep. So it has to be each separate agenda item has to be, okay. Okay. So while we have you, Harrison, again, well, do you want to let us know anything about what you're going to be serving and at your booth?
Annie. It's possible that Andrew Brow has some additional organizational information. I don't know if you want to.
I can wait to answer what I'm serving if you'd like some more details from Andrew. Brown.
Yes. Yeah, let's do that. We'll recognize Andrew for a moment. Thank you, Harrison, for your patience.
Hi guys, thank you. Sorry about the confusion. I just texted Isaac from Familiars. He's kind of spearheading the operation with DNA. But from the meeting, it was very clear there was going to be that like construction fencing around the perimeter of the parking lot. The DNA is going to be IDing and selling the wristbands, and we're going to have police presence patrolling the whole area. So I know that they had discussed all of the correct procedures, so I know that they will comply and it should be acceptable to you guys. So that's all. And I texted Isaac and he's gonna jump on. I sent him the link. So
Okay. Thank you, Andrew. That's helpful.
Thank you guys. Sorry about the confusion.
No, it's okay. Thank you.
Yep.
Okay, let's jump back to Harrison then, and we'll wrap up your piece. So yes, do you want to share more about what you're going to be doing at the Taste?
Our idea basically right now at the Taste was to do canned beer. For the most part, we were going to be selling tall boys, keeping it simple. We had flirted with the idea of doing some beer from local breweries. We had also thought of doing selling wine as well, something like a sangria. I know obviously it's just a wine and malt license. So our sangria cocktail on the menu at Fitzwilly's does have cordials in it. We were thinking of using flavored syrups or doing something like that. But yeah, nothing too crazy, just trying to keep it simple. Yeah.
And will you have your usual bartenders serving the alcohol, or will it be whoever's staffing the booth?
So everybody that will be serving alcohol, I believe every staff member there will be tips or Serve Safe alcohol certified. It'll be everybody that normally serves alcohol at our restaurant.
Okay, great. So they'll all be able to recognize if somebody's had a little too much to drink and maybe shouldn't have their fifth or sixth beverage at a vendor. Okay.
I'm pretty religious about keeping my staff's tip certifications up to date. So yes, every single one of us, including myself, will be certified.
Awesome. Okay. Thank you so much for that. Okay. Do the commissioners have any questions for Harrison?
No.
No questions.
Okay, great. Give us one more second, Harrison. I'd like to recognize Isaac, if we may.
Hi, how's it going?
Hey, Isaac. Good. How are you?
Good. What can I help with? I was just
Hey.
interested and asked to be here.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming in. We just wanted to make sure we understood how the setup was going to be for the Armory Street parking lot. And Andrew shared some of his knowledge, which was there would be some construction fencing around the perimeter.
Okay. So unfortunately, I'm not running that event.
Okay.
But Peter Hamlin has been contracted out through the Iron Horse to run that. So I would have expected to see him or Andrea here. But my understanding after the department head meeting is that we are going to put partitions around the Armory lot. There's going to be wristbands that the DNA is going to like a wristband tent that will do the age verification for 21. And then that will kind of allow people then into the rest of the Armory lot. But that's the extent of my understanding for that.
Okay, that's helpful. Thank you. Did you guys have any questions for?
Nope. Thanks a lot, Isaac.
All
Thank
right,
you.
sorry about that. Thank you.
No, thank you for popping in.
Yeah.
I think that would be helpful. Yeah, if you want to give him a call. Okay. Okay, so commissioners, you had no further questions for Harrison, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Do we want to wait to move on any?
Sorry, can you repeat that, Natasha?
It's totally fine. I'm just wondering if you feel ready to make any motions based on what the restaurant has shared with us, or if you would like to wait until we're able to reach one of the organizers. Because we can move to another agenda item.
I think if we walk through the rest of the restaurants and then maybe we can do one series of motions all in a group once we've talked to each restaurant. And then maybe by that point in time, we will have made contact. But otherwise, I'm happy to do a motion that's contingent on fencing, et cetera.
Jennifer?
Well, I even wanted to hear from the DNA that they were requesting a fee waiver.
Yes. The DNA is requesting a fee waiver, which is different.
Okay.
Well, not different. So we did do that last year because the DNA got the license for the event because they had the separate thing.
Yeah.
This year is different. It's each individual restaurant is coming for their own license on behalf of the nonprofit organization, the DNA.
Okay.
Do you want to wait to get some more information? I can move ahead to an agenda item that's not related to the taste. I'm inclined to do that, actually.
I'm more comfortable moving on to other agenda items,
Okay.
circling back.
Okay, great. So thank you, everybody out there in Zoom world, for your patience. We are just going to jump forward to agenda item 18, which is an application for a license to sell at farmers markets, agricultural events for Hardwick Vineyards and Winery LLC. The event is the 3-county fair at 54 Fair Street on Friday, August 29th, 4 to 11, Saturday, August 30th, 10 to 11, Sunday, August 31st, 10 to 11, and Monday, September 1st from 10 to 6. And do we have someone with us this afternoon from Hardwick? If the Hardwick representative is on a phone, we're only seeing your phone number. So if you could raise your Zoom hand if that's you. All right, we're going to move forward to.
Andrea is here for the DNA.
Okay, great. Let's recognize Andrea from the DNA.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, Andrea. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you guys?
Good. Thank you for coming. So we have a number of questions for you about how the setup is going to be in the Armory Street parking lot for the taste.
Okay.
Specific questions and concerns are around containment of the area, the wristband process, and security on premise during event hours. And do the other commissioners have additional questions?
Those were mine too.
Yep, that was it.
Okay, so could you speak to those items for us before we start to approve some applications?
Sure. So the idea is to have all of the vendors inside the parking lot and to have some way to close off the area so that it's visibly obvious that, there is a way to get in and out. And all of the businesses that are all the food businesses wanted to sell their own alcohol out of their own tent. And so we figured if the whole area was closed in, then we can easily control how folks consume alcohol, both inside and ensure that they're not taking alcohol outside of those perimeters of the actual parking lot.
Excellent. So, have you identified what material you're going to use, or it's just your plan to do that?
That is our plan, but I can have a more detailed proposal for you folks by, I would guess it's September would be too late, but I can get that to you via email. I don't know if that's acceptable.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just hearing that you're committed to enclosing the area is sufficient. I think knowing what your plan is for materials would be great to know. So when you have that sorted out, just email Annie so we can note how it was done this year. I know years ago when the Taste was in that parking lot, it's really porous. There's a lot of places to get in and out. So yeah, that's just one of my concerns around how to contain things.
Okay.
Other commissioners have a comment on that point of containment?
No.
Nothing else.
Okay. And the other issues, can you talk about the bands a little bit? The wristbands.
Oh, so the wristbands was a way for the DNA to help produce the taste, but also to ensure that the alcohol is being consumed responsibly. So folks who want to consume alcohol would have to buy the wristband. We're still debating as to what that costs. We want to keep it low so it's not prohibitive to folks who want to enjoy alcohol and also to businesses who are only selling alcohol. But the idea is, we sell the wristbands and they're good for both days. So it encourages folks to come back the next day and also be able to participate without having to pay again.
Great. And will they be sold at a point of entry to the parking lot, or is there going to be a booth set up, a DNA booth where people would go to buy the wristbands?
There is going to be a DNA booth. It is going to be outside of the enclosed area. So folks would need to go to the DNA booth, which we're planning to have right next to the entrance, and then go through security to get into the actual taste.
Okay. And where is the entrance going to be?
That's still being planned, and I apologize because my colleague Peter Hamlin is the one that's actually taking the lead on this. But I believe it's right where the parking lot opens up after you have the post office on Armory, and then you have another building where the British candy store used to be. So right through there, I imagine that is what's going to be the entrance.
Okay. And commissioners, do you have anything to ask about wristbands and entry point?
I don't have any further questions.
No.
And so far as having security during the hours of the event, what is the plan for that?
We plan to engage the Northampton Police Department.
Okay. And do you know how many officers you'll have?
I believe we're planning on having 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
And these would be dedicated officers, so you'll engage directly to have specific.
Correct.
Okay, perfect. Okay. Commissioners, any other questions for Amanda?
Andrea. Yep, no questions.
No, I'm all set. Thanks.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. If you have a few minutes, it might be helpful for you to hang around just in case some other questions come up as we start to go through the applications. Do you have the time to do that? I know you didn't expect to be here.
Sure, I can hang on for a few minutes.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. Okay, so before we jump in full, let's just quickly discuss the request to waive the fees. I would be in favor of it because this is on behalf of the nonprofit organization. I think next year we're going to restructure how this conversation happens for the event and have, I think we're going to have the organizers get the license for the next, or have them present to answer the questions. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, they can be. I mean, they should be present for the conversation. I think the problem with the organizers getting the application or getting the license is that they have
the liability.
They have to use a distributor too.
They have to use a
Right.
distributor.
Okay.
And that's how it was done last year because they used distributors that were breweries and wineries.
Gotcha. So it is a little of a bit of a departure, the fee waiver, because the applicants are not the nonprofits, but given the nature of this event, I would be in favor of waiving the fees. What are your thoughts?
I would be in favor of it too. I think it's a community-wide event and it should be waived.
What do you think?
Yep, I agree as well.
Okay, great. So for each motion, then we'll waive the fee. Okay, so Harrison, you've been here forever now. Thank you. Okay, so you're going to be serving canned beer with tall boys and possibly some sangria and cordial type of beverages. Did you have anything else that you wanted to add before we move to a motion for your license?
I don't believe so. Like I said, we're trying to keep it as simple as possible. Given the chaos of offsite events for food, we're trying to keep the alcohol very simple.
Okay, super. Thank you. I think we're ready for a motion.
So I move to approve the application for short-term liquor license for Grandemar Hospitality Incorporated, doing business as Fitzwillies, for the Taste of Northampton, and we will include a fee waiver. And the details are included in item 10 of the agenda.
I'll second.
Natasha,
Yes.
Jennifer,
Yes.
and Amy.
Yes.
Annie, do you see who? Okay, great. So, okay, we'll go back to Deb then. Item number 6, application for short-term liquor license for Leap In Limp Out Incorporated, DBA Eastside Grill, Taste of Northampton, Armory Street parking lot, September 13th, 11 to 8, September 14th, 11 to 5, and this is for wine and malt. And Deb is here.
Hello.
Hi, Deb. How are you?
I'm great. I'm really sorry. I was driving back from New Hampshire. I apologize.
It's okay. Don't worry. It's okay. Thank you for making it. Do you want to let us know what your plans are for the taste?
Absolutely. So we're going to be serving a fall sangria like we did last year. We'll be serving non-alcoholic and alcoholic beer, non-alcoholic drinks like the ones we have at the Eastside Grill. They're all 0 alcohol, and probably have a gluten-free beer as well. And that's about it. We will have 4, we're trying to get a kegerator so that we could have 4 beers on tap.
Okay, excellent. Questions from the commissioners?
Nope. No questions.
All right, then we are ready for a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve the application for a short-term liquor license for Leap In Limp Out Inc., DBA Eastside Grill for the Taste of Northampton as detailed in agenda item 6, including a fee waiver.
Second.
Natasha,
Yes.
Jennifer,
Yes.
and Amy.
Yes.
Okay, Annie, do we have India House here?
No.
Are we okay with if all docs are submitted with moving forward with each item?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Application for short-term liquor license for Azad Bharat Incorporated, DBA India House Restaurant, Taste of Northampton, Armory Street parking lot, September 13th, 11 to 8, September 14th, 11 to 5 for wine and malt. Is there a motion? All docs are submitted.
I move to approve the application for short-term liquor license for Zad Bharat Incorporated, doing business as India House Restaurant for the Taste of Northampton, and it will include a fee waiver as detailed in item 7 of the agenda.
Second.
Natasha,
Yes.
Jennifer,
Yes.
and Amy.
Yes.
Item 8, application for short-term liquor license for Wash It and Wear Incorporated, DBA Jake's Restaurant, Taste of Northampton, Armory Street parking lot, September 13th, 11 to 8, September 14th, 11 to 5, wine and malt.
I'll do a motion to approve the application for a short-term liquor license for Wash It and Wear Inc., DBA Jake's Restaurant for the Taste of Northampton as detailed in agenda item 8.
Second.
Natasha.
Yes, sorry.
Natasha. Yes.
Yes.
Jennifer.
Yes.
Amy.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry.
If there are people who want them.
Sure, just if they want to talk about what they're serving. Item number 9, application for short-term liquor license, Local Burger Incorporated, Taste of Northampton, Armory Street parking lot, September 13th, 11 to 8, September 14th, 11 to 5. This is wine and malt. No local burger here. Ready for a motion?
I move to approve the application for a short-term liquor license for Local Burger Incorporated for the Taste of Northampton and to include a fee waiver as detailed on item 9 of our agenda.
Second.
Natasha.
Yes.
Jennifer.
Yes.
Amy.
Yes.
Item 11, application for short-term liquor license for Progression Investments, LLC, DBA Progression Brewing Company, Taste of Northampton, Armory Street parking lot, September 13th, 11 to 8, September 14th, 11 to 5. Do we have anybody here?
Good afternoon.
Hello, how are you?
Doing well yourself?
Well, thank you. Do you want to share with us what your plans are for the taste?
Yep, so we'll be serving 6 to 8 different styles of craft beer and hard seltzer made here at Progression from our refrigerated tap truck. If we find that we won't have the needed electrical hookups in time, we'll be doing can pours. But otherwise, that's all we'll be serving.
Sounds great. Any questions from the commissioners?
No questions.
Okay, then we're ready for a motion.
I'll do a motion to approve the application for a short-term liquor license for Progression Investments, LLC, DBA Progression Brewing Company for the Taste of Northampton as outlined in agenda item 11.
Second.
Natasha.
Yes.
Jennifer.
Yes.
And Amy.
Yes.
Caitlin Reardon from the Who's Organizing the Taste is here.
Okay.
In case you have any questions.
Okay, great. We'll just carry on to get the restaurants out of here, and then we can have a little chat. Application for short-term liquor license, Drawing Board Brewing Company, LLC, Taste of Northampton, Armory Street parking lot, Saturday, September 13th, 11 to 8, September 14th, 11 to 5, wine and malt.
Hi, I'm
Do we have
Antonia
anyone
from
here?
Drawing Board.
Oh, hello. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Thank you for coming. Do you want to share with us what you plan to be doing for the taste?
Yeah, so we're going to have 4 to 5 beers in 12 and 16 ounce pours, and those will be tapped off of a keg, and it's going to be Corey and myself serving.
Excellent. Excellent. Thank you. Any questions from the commissioners?
Nope. No questions.
All right. Ready for a motion?
So I move to approve the application for a short-term liquor license for Drawing Board Brewing Company, LLC, to include a fee waiver for the Taste of Northampton as detailed on item 12 of our agenda.
Second.
Natasha.
Yes.
Jennifer.
Yes.
Amy.
Yes.
Excellent. Thank you for coming. 13, application for short-term liquor license, Highbrow Incorporated, DBA Highbrow Wood-Fired Kitchen and Bar, Taste of Northampton, Armory Street parking lot, September 13th, 11 to 8, September 14th, 11 to 5, and this is wine and malt. And I believe Andrew's still here.
How you guys doing? Yep.
Good. How are you?
Very good. So
Excellent.
we're very excited to move this into the back lot, and we hope that you guys are all happy with it after it's all said and done, and we can continue to do it back there because it brings back nostalgia for me as a child, and I'm excited. So we're gonna be serving this simple, just canned local beers, including Progression's NoHo Colt, White Lion, and just a couple other canned beers, and then we'll probably just do a white wine and a red wine.
Excellent. That sounds great. Any questions from the commissioners?
No questions.
No questions.
All right, then we're ready for a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve the application for a short-term liquor license for Highbrow Inc., DBA Highbrow Wood-Fired Kitchen and Bar for the Taste of Northampton as outlined in agenda item 13. Oh, with a fee waiver.
Second.
Natasha.
Yes.
Jennifer.
Yes.
Amy. Amy.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Andrew. Okay. Application for a short-term liquor license for Let Me Be Lucy LLC, DBA Gombo Oyster Bar, Taste of Northampton, Armory Street parking lot, Saturday, September 13th, 11 to 8, and Sunday, the 14th, 11 to 5. And this is a wine and malt license. And I think we have someone here. Yes.
Hey, how you doing?
Excellent. Good. How are you?
Really good.
Excellent. Thank you for coming. Do you want to let us know what you plan to be doing for the taste?
We plan to be serving a few beers and a few wine options from our normal menu, as usual.
Excellent. Do the commissioners have any questions?
No. No questions.
All right, wonderful. We're ready for a motion.
So I move to approve the application for a short-term liquor license for Let Me Be Lucy LLC, doing business as Gombo Oyster Bar, to include a fee waiver for the Taste of Northampton, which is detailed on agenda item 14.
Second.
Natasha,
Yes.
Jennifer,
Yes.
Amy.
Yes.
All right. Application for short-term liquor license for Goddard's Red Hen Farm LLC, DBA Mineral Hills Winery, Taste of Northampton, Armory Street parking lot, September 13th, 11 to 8, September 14th, 11 to 5. And this is a wine and malt license. And do we have someone here from Mineral Hills?
Yep.
Excellent. Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, thank you. What do you guys plan to be serving at the taste?
Wine.
Yes.
Probably we're thinking of bringing probably 6 to 8 of our wines, a variety of reds, whites, rosés, maybe a couple fruits.
Excellent. Do the commissioners have any questions?
No questions.
We're ready for a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve the application for a short-term liquor license for Goddard's Red Hen Farm LLC, DBA Mineral Hills Winery for the Taste of Northampton with a fee waiver as outlined in agenda item 15.
Second.
Natasha,
Yes.
Jennifer,
Yes.
and Amy.
Yes.
Could you just state your name for the record, please?
Anna Perlman.
Thank you so much. Sorry about that, Annie. All right, you're all set. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next up, application for short-term liquor license, More Hospitality Incorporated, DBA The Dirty Truth, Taste of Northampton, Armory Street parking lot, September 13th, 11 to 8, Sunday, 11 to 5, wine and malt license. Do we have someone here?
Yep.
Hello, can you say, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good, thank you. Could you just state your name for the record?
Yeah, Kyle Anderson.
Excellent. Do you want to let us know what you plan to be doing for the taste?
Yeah, we'll be doing what we did last year. So we had canned beer, canned wine, non-alcoholic beer. So yeah.
Excellent. Straightforward. Any questions from the commissioners?
No questions.
All right, I think we're ready for a motion.
So I move to approve the application for a short-term liquor license for More Hospitality Incorporated, doing business as The Dirty Truth for the Taste of Northampton, to include a fee waiver as detailed on item 16 of today's agenda.
Second.
Natasha,
Yes.
Jennifer,
Yes.
and Amy.
Yes.
Excellent. Thank you, Kyle.
Thank you.
All right, next up, application for short-term liquor license for One Bridge Street Incorporated, DBA Spoleto, Taste of Northampton, Armory Street parking lot, September 13th, 11 to 8, September 14th, 11 to 5. And do we have someone here from Spoleto?
I'm here.
Hey, Claudio, how are you?
Good.
Could you
Thank
just state your name for the record?
Claudio Guerra, Guerra, from Spoleto. And before I start, just want to say thank you for waiving the fee.
Yes, sure. Thank you for your patience in getting to this point in the meeting.
Yeah, it's good.
So do you want to let us know what you plan to serve?
I'm going to wait to see what the weather's doing. No, if it's hot, I'm going to emphasize like this frosé that we do. It's a frozen rosé wine. It has a little strawberry in it and a refreshing drink and not that alcoholic. Maybe a sangria if not too many restaurants are doing it. I was kind of hoping to do a little bit of a presentation with a chef knife and lots of fruits and cut up lots of fresh fruit into the sangria. Some mocktails and some wine, basically red and white, limited selection, couple of whites, couple of reds.
Excellent. Are you excited for the taste to be back in the Armory Street lot?
Yeah, it's sort of embarrassing because Andrew mentioned, his fond memories as a child.
Right,
walking
right.
around and like, yes,
I know,
that
we're
was
all
me.
hanging on that. I know.
That was me.
But seeing as you're excited for it, you must have forgotten how hard it is.
I love it. I think it's a
Yeah.
great thing, and I'm really appreciative of everybody pulling together to make this happen. It's totally awesome.
Yeah, no, I think it is absolutely awesome. And so we see that you still have some liquor liability pending. Is that sorted out or?
I'm not sure what you're referring to.
I believe we need the liquor liability
Oh,
paperwork.
I see. Okay, I'll get that to you. Right. Okay.
Okay, super. Do the commissioners have any questions for Claudio?
No.
No question.
All right,
Great.
then we're ready for a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve the application for a short-term liquor license for One Bridge Street Inc., DBA Spoleto, for the Taste of Northampton with a fee waiver as outlined in agenda item 17.
Natasha.
We need a second.
Oh, yeah, we do need a second.
I second.
You, Natasha.
Yes.
Jennifer.
Yes.
And Amy.
Yes.
Okay, excellent. I believe
Awesome.
that concludes. Thank you, Claudio.
Bye. Thank you.
That concludes our chats with all the restaurants. So it would be great to hear from Caitlin if she's still here.
Yes, hi. I'm
Hi,
so sorry
Caitlin.
I'm so late.
You're here. Thank you for being here.
Yes, yeah, it was a miscommunication.
Sure.
Yeah, so I'm so sorry about that.
No problem. Could you just state your full name for the record?
Yes, Caitlin Reardon.
Okay, great. So I'm not sure at what point you arrived and what you might have heard. So some of the things that we were really wanting a little bit more detail on was the enclosing the perimeter, security during the hours of the event, and the wristband process and how we can be assured that that's going to be strict.
Yes, yeah. So we had our city department meeting just last week or 2 weeks ago now. So we kind of settled, I think we were going to get some actual barricades to kind of close off the event from the police department. And I think we will have a few police department, a few officers there during the actual event for both days to sort of be monitoring the perimeters and monitoring the event. And then as far as wristbands go, we will be doing $5 wristbands for those who intend to drink. So with that, upon entrance, we'll be checking IDs to make sure that that's all set. And so those wristbands will be $5 and that will go towards the DNA as a small fundraiser for the event. And then apart from barricades as well, we do have a dining tent. So in the past, we had just a tent for sort of like a beer garden area. This year, we're sort of looking to just kind of bring dining, so food, beverage, whatever, all under one big tent. But I think our plan right now, and Peter, I think would have a little bit more clarification on this, is just to have the lot be sort of open for people to wander around with drinks, because we will have those barricades and the monitoring from the police officers. And then did I miss anything else? Sorry.
I don't think so.
Okay. Any more questions?
So far as the space being used, are you going into the paved area behind Thorns, like where the farmer's market is, or will the barriers be?
Yeah, so we wanted to use that space. I think we're sort of still deciding what exactly it's going to be used for, because we want to get some more retailers in there as well. So we were kind of thinking of maybe having businesses be on that alleyway, which would also, I believe, have to be possibly barricaded off, but that's something that we're going to have to work with on TELUS about as well, just because they're located right there. But I think our plan right now is to utilize that space in some way or another.
Okay, great. Commissioners have any questions?
No questions.
No.
Okay. Thank you so much for all the work you're putting into this. It's a bear to do this event, and it's where everybody's looking forward to it.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much. And again, I'm so sorry I was late.
It's okay. You're here now. Thank you.
Thank you.
Great. See ya. Okay. So has Hardwick arrived?
Yes.
Okay, great. So we have an application for a license to sell at farmers markets, agricultural events for Hardwick Vineyards and Winery LLC, 3 County Fairground, 54 Fair Street, Friday, August 29th, 4 to 11 p.m., Saturday, August 30th, 10 to 11 p.m., Sunday, August 31st, 10 to 11 p.m., Monday, September 1st, 10 to 6 p.m. And
Hi.
hello, how are you?
Hi. Sorry, I was driving, and believe it or not, my phone overheated on a 95-degree day.
Oh, that's a shocker.
Yes.
Could you just state your name for the record?
My name's Caitlin Young, and I'm the general manager of Hardwick Winery.
Excellent. Thank you for being here.
Of course.
Yeah, you guys come every year for this event, so we're pretty clear on
Yes.
how it's all going to
Yes.
be. Is there anything that you wanted to share about what you're doing this year?
No, it's the same as every year. Yeah, we've been doing the Tri-County Fair for probably 10, 12 years now, and we're just selling by the bottle in their farmers market building.
Excellent.
Yeah. We have a lot of new wines, so we'll have all of our wines available for purchase there. So if anyone's there, come and check us out.
Wonderful. Any questions from commissioners?
No questions.
I was just going to ask about the paperwork. I know that they've submitted their MDAR.
Yeah, so I did submit the MDAR. It seems like they're a little behind this summer because I did submit it 2 weeks ahead of this meeting. Like they request 7 to 10 days, but I still haven't received it back. I did contact Mackenzie from the MDAR office today. She said she was going to try her best to get it to me before the meeting, but unfortunately that didn't happen. So she's aware that it's, on a time crunch, and I'll send it to Annie, per usual, as soon as I receive it back.
That's great. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
I think we're ready for a motion then.
Natasha, would this be a contingent? Or
yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Yes. Understood. Yep.
Yep, I will give it a shot. So I move to approve the application for a license to sell at the farmers markets, agricultural events for Hardwick Vineyards and Winery, LLC, at the 3-County Fair, as detailed in our agenda item number 18, but contingent upon the MDAR approval.
Second.
Natasha?
Yes.
Jennifer?
Yes.
Amy?
Yes.
Great. You're all set, Caitlin. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Yeah, I should be expecting that in a couple days from Mackenzie. So we'll send that right over to you.
Wonderful. Thanks. Have a good night.
Of course. Thank you.
Okay, next up, we have applications for short-term liquor licenses for Frank Newhall Memorial Park Incorporated, DBA Look Park, 300 North Main Street, Florence. This is a wine and malt license. Tuesday, July 22nd, 5 to 9 p.m. at the Sanctuary at Willow Lake. This is for a Young at Heart Bombix performance. Saturday, August 2nd, 12 to 7 p.m. in the train parking lot for ADA Awareness Day. Friday, August 8th, 5 to 9 p.m. the Sanctuary at Willow Lake for Hazmat Modine, and this is a Bombix show. And do we have someone from the park here?
Yes, I'm here.
Wonderful. How are you?
I'm good, thanks.
Good. Can you just state your name for the record?
Yeah, Mark Penny.
All right. Thank you, Mark. Do you want to let us know a little bit about your events upcoming?
Yeah, these are, thanks for getting me in. I know these came up sort of not too long ago, but we're not reinventing the wheel on any of these. We've done one Bombex event at the Sanctuary in the first week of June. So these 2 Bombex shows will follow that same model. It's a ticketed music event, and we will operate a small craft beer and canned wine bar. And the area will be fenced and barricaded off since it is a ticketed event. So there'll be no way to leave the area with alcohol, and we'll have our own tip certified bartender for that. It's fairly small attendant event, so no need for police or more than just myself and one of our staff for bartending. And the event on August 2nd will follow the model that we've been doing for the last couple of years for our fall weekend, and we're going to do in the spring, but that event got rained out, but it'll be in the train parking lot. Again, same sort of bar, small 1 or 2 person staffed with local craft canned beer and canned wine. And the parking lot's a great space for these events because it has natural sort of barricades with hedgerow on 2 sides and a tree line on a 3rd side, and then the 4th side is where we put the food trucks. And then we make it so there's just 2 entry points, one between the hedgerow and another between the food trucks. And we have signs, no alcohol beyond this point. And within that area is where the live music will be. So anyone who comes to see the music can get their food and have an adult beverage, but then they wouldn't be able to leave to go into to use the train or go out on the ball fields without finishing their beverage first.
Okay, that sounds great. Any questions from the commissioners?
No questions.
All right, we're ready for the motion.
I'll make a motion to approve the applications for short-term liquor licenses for the Frank Newhall Look Memorial Park, Inc., DBA Look Park, as outlined in agenda item 19.
Second.
Natasha,
Yes.
Jennifer,
Yes.
Amy.
Yes.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Have a good afternoon.
You as well.
Next up, we have an application for a new automatic amusement device license at 99 Main Street LLC, DBA Miss Flo's Pizzeria, 92 Maple Street. This is an automatic amusement device arcade style video game table. And do we have someone here? No. Normally it's the amusement device people that come for it.
In this case, I don't think she worked with
okay.
with this company.
Okay.
It's done on her.
All docs are submitted, so I see no reason to not go ahead with this one.
I'm fine with that.
Yep. So I move to approve the application for a new automatic amusement device license for 99 Main LLC, doing business as Miss Flo's Pizzeria, as detailed in item number 20 of our agenda.
Second.
Natasha,
Yes.
Jennifer,
Yes.
Amy.
Yes.
All right. Application for a short-term liquor license for the Northampton Center for the Arts, 33 Holly Street, August 9th, 4 to 7:30 p.m. for Stomping Grounds. This is a wine and malt license with a requested fee waiver. And do we have someone here?
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Doing well, thanks.
Could you just state your name for the record?
Sure, Heather Jeffrey, co-director.
Excellent. Thanks for coming. Do you want to let us know about this event that you're doing on the 9th?
Sure, it's our summer dance festival. We've held it for a couple of years now. It serves to connect the dance community in Western Mass. There's over 15 dance artists involved. There'll be an opening reception, which is where we'd like to serve the wine and malt, and it'll be at the concession area inside the center.
Excellent. Thank you. Any questions from the commissioners?
No questions.
Nope. Okay. I think we're ready for a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve the application for a short-term liquor license for the Northampton Center for the Arts at 33 Holly Street for Stomping Grounds as detailed in agenda item 21 with a fee waiver.
Second.
Natasha,
Yes.
Jennifer,
Yes.
and Amy.
Yes.
You are all set. Thank you so much.
Great, thank you.
All right. Item number 22, discussion and possible vote on the means to issue an annual all alcohol on-premise license not renewed for 2025. All right. So we did hear from Garrick Perry during public comment regarding this. So I don't feel we need to discuss the business plan that came in from the other tenant in the building, correct? There's no reason. Right. Okay, great. So I would like to recognize Garrick for a part of this discussion because I just have a quick sort of question/clarification thing. So when we had this discussion, whatever month it was, my understanding based on the NoHo social reboot was that it would be both private events, like a space for those types of activities, and public events. So I just want to make sure that that is absolutely something that is going to be happening.
Yes.
Okay.
So just a mixture of that. I think the biggest thing that changes is that we're really going to focus on trying to reopen the space at least 3 to 4 days a week.
Yep.
As soon as possible.
Okay. And is there a timeline for as soon as possible?
I just need to discuss with you guys what other paperwork we need, and I can get all of that filled out for you and get things moving.
Yep.
So.
Okay. Commissioners, thoughts or questions while we have Garrick available?
Thoughts, but no questions. So.
Would you like to share your thoughts?
I just, I appreciate that now there's some proactive communication, and I am also excited that the space will become more activated and open for sort of regular use. I think both of those things are a plus.
Jennifer?
I wanted to ask about deadlines, but I know things are in flux. We trust that you're moving forward and we'll get there.
Could you, if there's no solid, obvious movement in the next month, could you update us at our next meeting?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Great. And I think a comedy club is really lacking. Okay, great.
Just another hat for you.
Right.
Awesome. Okay. I have no other questions for you. Thank you for being available to speak. Please.
So the next meeting isn't until September.
Yep.
So presumably their application should be on the September agenda.
Okay. That's a good timeline point.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. And the applications, you've already discussed that.
Has been loosely submitted.
Okay. Okay. Great. Are you guys satisfied with that conversation?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Yep, satisfied. Thanks for the update.
Yes, thank. All right, so that brings us to new business and minutes, sorry, a motion to approve the minutes for June 18th.
So moved.
Second.
Natasha?
Yes.
Jennifer?
Yes.
Amy?
Yes.
New business, in light of having had a lottery with 4 applicants, only one person gets the license. Is there an update on perhaps where we're at in additional licenses from the state?
We aren't anywhere as we have not asked for any yet.
Can we do that? What is the mechanism? Where do we come into that conversation in terms of getting it started?
So I can talk to the mayor about it. There are, I think there's a license that's still out there.
Majestic?
No, the one from
Mexicalito.
Oh.
And then there's also one that was being held we went to the state for the new hotel at the old Gazette property that is no longer. So there's that license that was intended for that entity only. So I'm gonna have to check with the Representative Sabadosa to see how we can move forward and what if we can repurpose that license if we lose it. I will have to figure that out.
Okay. Thank you. So the Mexicalito license, that's still wrapped up with there were some bankruptcy proceedings, I presume, and I know that there's a new tenant coming in.
Yes, that does not need the liquor license.
Okay. How is that? They're not serving alcohol? No. They don't plan to? Okay. Yeah, I think in light of having, 4 applicants in the lottery and having heard from Cal at our last meeting regarding how critical it is to the nature of them being able to stay open, to be able to get away from the cordials and have a full liquor license, that is, it just would break my heart if we lost that business for this reason. So whatever we can do to move that forward would be great. Thank you. Anybody have anything else they want to add on that point?
No, just agree wholeheartedly.
All right. We heard from the owner of Bishop's Lounge regarding a special meeting. I'm gone for half of the month in August. I don't know if people have made plans around not having a meeting, but let's discuss the request for the special meeting. And you have plans in August as well, I think. Okay. Thoughts?
I don't mind having a Zoom special meeting with one agenda item. If there's a way to do it that doesn't interfere with people's schedules.
I feel the same way. I feel like if we had completed paperwork, I'm happy to consider something.
Okay. Would you be available for something either the first or the final week of August?
Potentially, yeah, I can make myself available if it's a Zoom meeting.
Yep.
So if it was to be the first week of August, I would need a complete application by Friday. So I don't know if, and this isn't a question for you, maybe for Carla, that I don't know if a complete application can be submitted in time to then do a legal notice, a butter notice, and then we have to wait a period of 10 days and then have a hearing. So I don't even know if all that could happen
Can we,
for an August meeting.
Right, that makes sense. I didn't realize it would have to be a hearing.
It's a hearing, it's a butter notices, it's a legal notice, and
Okay.
it's a complete application. And there is no paperwork. I mean, I don't have any paperwork yet.
It doesn't sound realistic.
I was going to say, can we ask Carla to submit all of the things that she needs to as soon as she can, with the understanding or the knowledge that our schedules are limited in August. And so if there's a way she can get everything in by Friday, okay. And if she can't, we understand that, but we only have so much flexibility on our end.
Yeah, as soon as I get a complete application, then I start the process of a legal notice, and then a butter notice is then we have to wait 10 days since that's published in the paper to have a hearing.
So I guess my position would be, once you get all of the things and do all of the notices that you need to, I'm happy to make myself available for a Zoom meeting whenever that is. And I'm happy to have it be an off-schedule meeting to not hold up a business.
That makes sense to me.
So we do routinely, I shouldn't say routinely, but we will have special hearings throughout the year. I mean, we've met much more frequently than just the 11 or 12 monthly scheduled meetings. So I just felt that we were sort of accused of lapsing, right, just for our enjoyment in August. And we do regularly make accommodations, you know, when something is time sensitive.
100%.
I just feel it's important to note that we have a history of making accommodations, and we are all willing to make an accommodation.
Yes. And we've as a commission on several occasions committed to specifically accommodating that when it is related to whether or not a business is going to be open on time. But I appreciate you bringing that up, because for the record, we are volunteers, and we, you know, it's not just a once a month meeting. It's often times more than that. And you've been through periods of time, Jennifer, where it's been a lot more than that. So thank you for bringing that up. So Annie, are you saying that she would need to have her application submitted by Friday in order for this timeline to make sense for an August meeting?
Well, when you mentioned first week in August or the last week, if it were to be the first week in August, I would need everything by Friday. But again, it doesn't have to. Are you saying first or last because you're going to be away?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
I mean, we only need 2 to have a meeting. So if it's after that, I guess it just depends on when the paperwork comes in.
Yeah, I think if we are collectively willing to try and make it work, so whenever you have all of the paperwork and all of the timeline mapped out, we'll find the first date that a quorum of us can be available on Zoom and make it work.
And I feel the same way Amy does, for sure.
All right, that's sorted. Any other new business?
Yes. The DNA Winter Stroll Ice Art folks are looking for an extended liquor license to include the Friday evening of the holiday stroll, which wouldn't be part of Arts Night Out, but they're hoping that it could extend to that. They want retail participants to be able to offer drinks on that evening. And I'll quote the question. Our thought was to see if we could extend the Arts Night Out liquor license we already have for participating venues, adding an additional date of use for December to encourage folks to do something special in their spaces, both on the night of the stroll and the night of the scheduled December Arts Night Out.
So would these be the previously approved Arts Night Out locations, or they want to open it up to any retailer who wants to be open to be providing alcohol?
It sounds like it is the previously approved participants and then just adding a date. I would need to get clarity on that.
Yeah. I mean, that doesn't seem unreasonable to add a date for that list of approved participants. It's a different thing altogether to, I think, open it up to everybody to serve alcohol. That doesn't sound like a great idea.
Okay. So it's safe to say, it's safe for me to tell them that if they're already the approved participants, then they should submit an application to add that day. But if it's a whole different group of folks, then it's probably not, you're probably not amenable to it.
No, especially after the work we've done with the fire department on safety for short-term locations.
Perfect.
Okay. Anything else?
The only other thing is just a follow-up from last meeting about the possibility of changing the license category for the Bottle-O package store license. You had asked me to ask Bruce if he was aware of this request, and he wasn't, but it sounds like they've talked since, and I also talked to the ABCC, and it's not possible. So,
all right,
just wanted to update you on that.
Thank you. Do you folks have anything?
No.
Nothing to add. All right, then I will make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Jennifer second. Natasha?
Yes.
Jennifer?
Yes.
And Amy?
Yes.
Excellent. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all.